Okay, guys, what's up? What's up? Welcome back to Talk to Galashigurami TV. And as per usual, don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, hit notification bell, and all that good jazz. It's been a while since we've had the chance to play a really solid game out here in Kansai. It's been really rough. And as you guys know, as I mentioned, I will be heading up to Kanto, so I'm looking forward to getting to some action. But anyways, let's take it back to our game here. So a lot of the communication is going to be focused on what we had to do during this game. We will be playing with my Hexera family, Dave, Maya, as well as the United States Air Force. Shout out as well. You're going to see a lot more content coming with these guys, so stay tuned for that as well. Really interesting stuff here. So, you know, as I mentioned before in a lot of the other posts that I made in videos, right? Fielding of Peach is a very, how should I say, a challenging field to play on for first-time players, right? In my particular situation, I had the benefit of going in and kind of scoping out the field at first. It's very interesting. It does have a lot of potential, but there are some deficiencies in terms of management, which does affect playstyle. Anyway, going forward, the games were okay-ish. Communication, as per usual, is very important as well. And when you go in for that first time, you have to really, I would say, familiarize yourself with some of the areas and the corridors and all the different places that you can get shot from while you're inside, as well as outside. You know, barricade usage is very important, as you're going to see, and the use of cars as well. So interestingly enough, in this particular game, we started off, I think, really well in terms of communicating and going forward. Hats off to the United States Air Force guys that worked really hard in terms of pushing, keeping a consistent pace, and maintaining a pressure that really forced the home team guys to adapt. And due to the home field advantage and the way how the field is, you're going to see a lot of deviances and kind of changes in the way how they play as well throughout the different content posts. So be on the lookout for that. Shout outs to the guys who did make the game experience very unique. And for those of you guys that are going to be heading out to the Kansai area and that are going to be playing those games, I highly recommend that you go and you check out the area. First off, figure out how you're going to get there, what that trek is going to be like going up to Nara, and also what the field experience is going to be like if you can, for those of you that are going there for the first time. Many of you guys have seen my Feeling of Peach content and saw some of the changes and the, how should I say, adjustments that I had to make during my gameplay videos as well. And the experience in itself, what you're going to be seeing is pretty much a continuation of just that, right? So once again, starting off really strong, using the barricades and calling out positions is very important as well, because of the way the situation is in terms of lighting inside of the building. If you start from an outside post, it's very difficult to see what's going on from the outside in terms of inside of the building. So usually in this situation, whoever dominates the core part of the field, whether we talk about the lobby or the kitchen or the garage, or, you know, basically like those areas on the border there, if you're playing outside, they tend to dominate the flow of combat on the field. So having a bad start where you see a lot of guys getting picked off, that can make a big difference as well. I feel like what we were able to do in this game was we were able to analyze the situation, and you know, you have to really play through the scenarios in itself and pretty much download that data from, you know, from success and from failure in a sense. And that's ultimately what the guys did during this game, and you're going to see that they fought really well. We all tried, and you know, it happens in Japanese Airsoft. You have to, once again, kind of go back to those principles and really just dial in. These games that we played during this round were one respawn games, so one respawn per round. In the beginning, some of the fighting did take place both indoor and outdoor, so it was multi-level as well. So if you were inside of the building, you could work your way up and use the upstairs level for cover in order to get around. And if you were downstairs, obviously it's a lot more difficult, right? Because of the way how the field is. It's really strange and really difficult to understand where you're going and where you need to fight from. But essentially, you can definitely say that it is, for the most part, an outdoor field, if that makes sense. Basically, an outdoor field with indoor corridors. So even if you're going in there and let's say you have decent equipment for recording, for shooting and lighting and things like that, when you're inside of the building, because some of the areas are so dark, right, and it's so difficult to see, you may not be able to pick up that much content that you need, right, for your recordings and stuff like that, or for your edits, because the building is just so dark, man. As you saw in some gameplay videos in the lobby, it's really difficult to see people coming from different angles, even in real time. So you want to take that into consideration as well as you're playing. Sometimes the lighting also from the outside can affect the contrast, and that's the reason why some of that footage might be affected. I tried to play around with some of the features on my camera on my Hero 8 to I would say like really improve the edits, but it was increasingly difficult. But however, gameplay wise, we did the best that we could in order to deal with the situation in terms of being outdoors. In terms of kit, I think what I did was I went with the right choice, So I decided to run the APS Patriot, which I feel is one of those platforms that is good for like all around usage. You can use it pretty much, indoors, outdoors. It's electric, runs off a LiPo. It has a very small profile and a good range and accuracy, so you can run something like that in different areas. And because it's so low profile, it's very ideal for clearing. So from working, going inside from out, so working outside in and then clearing inside, it's one of those things that's pretty much ideal. Anything longer than a 9.5 inch might be more of a detriment to you as you go in and out, or as you work around the outside corridors, because you do have to peek and make adjustments and things like that, and sometimes that can be very difficult in those kind of situations when you're fighting CQB.
God damn, where'd that coming from?
In addition to that, we also had the Glock 19 Gen 3, my brand new Tokyo Model E Custom that I just finished working on with the Holliston 507. So you're going to see more of that Holliston 507 content. Also be on the lookout for that Holliston 507 CX2 review, which will eventually come when we have time to finally make it and organize it really well. In addition to that, the Carbonate M45 DLC is always a go for colder conditions. Now, we talk about communication. One of the things I was really happy with during this whole entire gameplay was, ultimately my ability to relay necessary information to my teammates and to the people I was playing with around me, to Maya as well, Dave, the rest of the guys, the United States Air Force guys. Dan did a really good job of charging in the buildings, going in and out, and also trying to be offensive from the outskirts and from the woodland areas and the grass where some of the guys were hiding. And because of the way how the field is structured, they do have that ability to hide if they need to in like the grass or something. So that in itself really makes it a little bit difficult. So you gotta worry about the outdoor elements and people hiding in the bushes or going through the bushes, covering those side areas, covering the barrels as well, which was very difficult. And in addition to that, working our way around and securing positions and objectives, as you will see. Honestly, I look forward to playing with the United States Air Force again. I believe that that opportunity will present itself when we do, come up, and we will be up there. We are moving up there, so by sometime between, I don't know, maybe after Christmas or during the New Year, that's going to present itself as a very big possibility and opportunity. That's what we're hoping for. So, whether it's going to be, Area 41 or Black Fox or some of the other fields that are out there, I know there's so many in that area. I'm looking forward to some really good tactical gameplay in those areas, and occasionally as well, I will be in the Aichi area as well too, popping in and out and playing games, at some of my home fields there as well. So of course, Hexera is definitely on the list as always. CQB, Cafe, or some of those other fields that we did miss, such as maybe 13 base, and also a lot of the other outdoor fields in both areas as well, where I know a lot of the guys, they do come out, and there is a very strong outdoor and woodland community. So for those of you guys that are interested as well, drop your comments in the comment section, as I will be looking forward to seeing you if you watch my content, even though a lot of people don't these days. For sure, definitely drop your comments and let me know what's up. I'm looking forward to coming out. So once again, guys, be on the lookout for the rest of the gameplay from this particular day. It's going to be coming in sequences. Also be on the lookout for the Holliston 507 review and a couple of other ones that I did promise that aren't coming to mind right now, but they will be delivered, and everything will be done as according. So don't worry about that. That is going to be coming nonetheless. So once again, guys, thank you so much. This is Takashi Garami TV. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, hit the noti bell, all the good jazz. I'm looking forward to seeing you guys again soon. Take care and peace.